Hello, Western New York. Well, hello from Western New York. Yeah, that would be a good way to start things off with. But it's something to get used to. Well, as I mentioned, I got a bunch of dirt and compost, and, well, filled in a couple of holes in my yard with said dirt and compost. And hopefully when this rain is done, I'm gonna, with my mom and maybe my brother or someone, gonna sprinkle down some grass seed. You know, cause you know this whole Asian, you know, one doesn't like looking at, you know. Although, and if you had a sense of smell, you'd be smelling cow manure. Although it's certain it's not the stuff I used, because what I used was a mixture of dehydrated cow manure, yard waste type compost, as well as soil for the garden, you know, put in the ground, you know. As you can see, my blueberries are coming along. Well, I guess what I'm going to talk about is quite literally the end of a chapter in my childhood. If you was a kid, or you know, you was about, you know, somewhere between 10 and 15, about in 2001, and you heard of a show called Samurai Jack, and you watched that for, you know, up until, you know, it was done in 2004. And well, if you was a fan of it, you might have heard that, you know, they had a season 5, and odds are you watched that, and odds are you saw that, and you saw last night's episode, the final episode. Yeah. And well, I'll be honest, I'm sort of torn, because on the one hand, I'm glad that what happened, you know, that, you know, Jack managed to defeat Aku. I mean, that was a given, that he would eventually do the deed. But so what else happened, you know? I mean, well, these gooseberries are coming along nicely. Huh? What's going on? Oh. End of that. Nothing to worry about. But well, I don't think the current card's doing too well, and end up having to buy a new one. Same with the Niagara. Well, it's doing okay. But you know, the way it ended, it was just sad. I mean, on the one hand, you're glad Jack set out what he wanted to do. He fought and defeated Aku. Yeah. My mom did some weeding. And, hope it didn't break anything. And but the ending, I mean, Jack was in trouble. I will say that. A number of his friends showed up. I will say that. I won't exactly say which ones, but they showed up. They helped him out in his battle. And then I mean I don't want to spoil things too much if you haven't seen it for yourself, but it was a good episode. Maybe they could have done a little bit better, maybe they could have made it into a 90-minute movie or something, or at least had a really good build-up to the whole battle and whatnot, they did okay. I won't complain too much about that. But man, yeah, a battle's a battle, you're gonna have casualties, I will admit to that. I won't say who the casualties were, I don't want too many folks to be too upset about me giving spoilers away. But, it's like, no, not them! No, not them! A whole lot of Jack's friends showed up, and all that sort of stuff, which is a moment of heartwarming, and gives Jack the hope he needs. And Jack does, like I said, he fights Aku, he defeats him. But well, like I said, it's hard to explain. You gotta see it first, because I don't want to spoil what happens. Jack defeats Aku. That is a gift. Well, but as for the rest, well, not going to spoil the rest, but I will say this. I mean, it's sad. That I'm going to have to buy some more strawberry plants. You know, a few more. With some different varieties, you know. Weeded out my raspberries over there. These raspberries are looking fine. Might do some weeding when it's a bit more dry. Grapes coming along just fine. These grapes are coming along fine. Same thing with the miniature roses over there. Red currants are doing, the gooseberries are doing good. Red currants are doing fine. These gooseberries are doing good. You know, they're getting good size. Ascap, well, I won't see anything till next year. And the blueberries, they too are coming along nicely. Might have a minor pest issue or two because there's a hole in this leaf. That doesn't look too bad. Plus everything looks good. You know, I mean, overall, things are looking good. Good episode last night. Sad, but good. And the last episode of Samurai Jack. That's here. What else is there? I mean, the plans. Get more strawberry plants. Get more blueberry plants. Some more blackberries and raspberries. Maybe some currants and other things. Well, this is Western New York. Subscribe if you like these videos. Hit the like button. Post comments and all that other good stuff. Okay. Goodbye.